Okay, here we go. In 10 through 13, we're supposed to write an equation for the nth term of the geometric sequence, and it says then find a sub 6. So we're supposed to find the sixth term. I forgot something, folks. I forgot to change hats. So here we go. Let's take a look at number 10. Number 10, we have 3 over 125, comma, 3 over 25, comma, 3 over 5, comma, 3. To find the equation for this, the formula for this sequence, we need to find the common ratio. We know what the first term is. And don't forget, the setup for these is going to be g sub n is g sub 1 times r to the n minus 1. That's what we do. That's the formula for all geometric sequences. And what we do is we put in the first term and we put in the ratio, and then we've got it. So right now, don't tell me you can't give me most of this formula. The majority of the formula is going to be g sub n is, this is the first term, 3 over 125 times the ratio, which we don't know yet, to the n minus 1. We just need to find that. That's all we need to do, because we can take from the sequence what the first term is. So let's find that ratio so we can finish up the formula and then move on. So how are we going from one term to the next? One term to the next, one term to the next. Well, let's take any term and divide by its previous term. 3, we'll divide it by 3/5. I showed you guys how to handle division of fractions. I hope you remember that's going to be the division is going to be changed to multiplication of the reciprocal. So we're going to change that division to multiplication of 5/3. If we put the 3 over 1, I think it becomes quite apparent. Boom, boom, we can eliminate the 3. And that means we're multiplying by 5. That means our ratio is 5. So if you take, just to verify, let's verify if this works. If we take, you know what, I'm going to erase the general formula here. We don't need that, because we know we just have to stick a 5 here once we verify that's it. If we take 3 over 125 and we multiply by 5, do we get that? Let's put the 5 over 1. 125 divided by 5. 25, if you divide 125 by 5, you'll get 25. And divide the 5 out of 5, you get 1, which leaves you with 3/25. If you take 3/25 and you multiply it by 5, the 5's going to 5 1, the 5 goes into 25 5 times, you're left with 3/5, which is that. And if you multiply 3/5 by 5, those 5's are going to cancel, you'll get the 3. I hope you accept that the common ratio is 5 from that explanation. Now, we've got the formula. So it said give the formula. Boom, there's your formula. And then they want us to find the sixth term. Oh, I see on the paper it said find a sub 6. So we should have really called our formula a sub n, not g sub n. I like to call geometric ones g sub n, but that's fine. We can call it a sub n. So to find a sub 6, we're going to take 3 over 125, and we're going to multiply by 5, and then n is going to be 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. So let's do this. Let's do 5 to the 5th. Now on your calculator, at least on an iPhone, if you turn the calculator sideways, it gives you the option of using that X to the Y button. Sorry it's not too focused, but there's a button, X to the Y. Button I'm talking about is X to the Y. So to get 5 to the 5th, I'm going to type 5, X to the Y, 5, and I'll hit equals, and that's what 5 to the 5th is, 3,125. So I just now have to take 3 over 125 times 3,125. And here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to take that 325 and I'm going to multiply it by 3 and divide the result by 125. So I don't need this fancy scientific calculator anymore. So I'm just going to times 3, divide by 125, and I get 75. So the answer is 75. A sub 6 is 75. Now, if you look here carefully, you can see that you can get the sixth term another way, because we know we're multiplying by 5, multiplying by 5, multiplying by 5. If we just multiply by 5, we'll get the fifth term, which is 15. If we take 15 times 5, you never guess what you get. You get 75. So there's your sequence, and now you can say A sub 6 is 75. I think I'm going to do the rest of them each with their own video, because this one seemed to be kind of long. So let's go to another video for the next one.